In case y'all are wondering what this particular event is about, this is the incident that happened in Elkhart, Indiana. And the person that they're screaming about and the cops are talking to is one Bryan Axel Ramirez Gomez, 17-year-old, who was serendipitously shot by police forthwith. We're going to be reacting to the cell phone footage so far. Body cam is yet to be divulged. But what the story is so far is that there were weapons in the vehicle. And you might have heard the cops in the back saying, "Don't reach for it, don't reach for it." The theory is right now that there were indeed weapons in the car, and the cops were afraid that he was going to be reaching for it. Now, hence why you might also hear the other kids saying, don't shoot. He's good, he's good, he's good. And it's going to get a little bit more chaotic as this video progresses. Just so you know, it's going to be up.
Don't kill him, please don't kill him. Hey, please don't kill him. Hey, get out. Hey, Iris, get out. Iris, get out. Iris, get out. Hey, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Hey, Bryan, you good? Hey, he's good. He's good. He's good. Hey, he's good. Don't kill him, please. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him, please. Don't kill him. Don't kill him, please.
Please say don't drop the gun. Drop the gun. Now the question remains this: if there is a problem that's we are not privy to, at least from the camera side of the equation right now, there seems to be a disconnect in what people have been talking about versus what actually took place. Right now, the comment section on this particular video is going along the idea that, well, police just shot him for no reason. Everything seems to be going just fine. The kid did nothing wrong. All they were doing was simply just hanging out, and the cops showed up and chaos ensued. Not quite sure that that's a thought we can go with, considering that now the information is out that there were indeed weapons there. Now, the question isn't necessarily whether or not this was a justified shooting, at least not yet, since we can't make that determination. The question we really should be asking is whether it's a avoidable shooting. That's the main thing we want to tackle today, whether or not it's avoidable. So let's continue watching.
Save him! Fuck! He's good! Don't kill him! Fuck! Save him! Fuck! Save him! No, don't kill him! 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 Don't kill him, please! Over here. Save him, we're straight. We don't do nothing. Over there. Bro, back up. Yes, sir. You're like, don't kill him. Yes, sir. Bro, you're good. Just come over here. Just come over here. Bro, come over here. Come over here, bro. You're good. Come over here. Bro, you're good. Save him. Go save him. Come on. Don't let him bleed out. Don't let him bleed out. Don't let him bleed. Please don't let him bleed out. Go save him. Don't let him die. Please don't let him die, bro. Please. He's only 17. Kid, bro. He didn't even do nothing. They just shot at him. They just shot at him. They just shot at him. Don't let him die, bro. Bro, don't let him die. They just shot at him for right. He tried running, bro. David, you got him. Why? Why'd you have to do that to him? Like, why? Stand there with him. Stay here with him. Bro, why'd you have to do that to him? He's only 17. He's only... Bro, he literally got out the car and they shot at him randomly. I swear to God. Done two officers. Why'd y'all kill him? Bro, come on. He's 17. He's 17. Get them back. He's 17. All this cops on y'all. Hey, is there anybody in the car? No, he's 17. Bro, he's 17. No. They shot at him randomly. He's in the passenger seat. Don't shoot at him. He's not going to do nothing to y'all.
One in the passenger seat.
Just here.
Well, yeah, we're here. What?
We're just
talking to me? What was going on?
We're just parked here. Okay. We had a bottle in there. That's it. Okay. And brothers came. We're being all good. Okay. My friend opens the door. And that's all.
Now, if you listen carefully, you'll hear something that I think most will miss. Whenever somebody is trying their best to make something avoidable, they'll tell you what's going on. In this instance, they're not telling you a whole lot. At least the kids that are around, they're not telling you a whole lot. They shout a lot of, don't do it, he's 17, he's 17, he's 17. But they're not saying anything. They're really not saying anything. And even when they were asked what exactly took place, they said, well, we had a bottle and that's it. And it's anytime they say, I swear to God, you can probably bank that's probably what they're saying is not the full story. Again, considering that what we know now is that there were weapons found. Let them finish off. We'll go back to the beginning. And I have something that we need to discuss about this particular incident.
They start shooting at him. I swear to God, they start shooting at him.
Swear to God again.
He just opened the door. That's all he did. That's all he did is open the door, bro. Like, how do you die over? Bro, how do you die over that shit, bro? Bro, tell me he's good. He's good or no? Just tell me, bro.
He's not good. No way.
And he did indeed die on the scene, it seems. Now, again, was this avoidable? Was it avoidable? The answer to that is yes, this was avoidable. Now, how do we get to this position? We got to this position because of fear. The problem is that a lot of us, we tend to want to raise our children out of two positions: lack of knowledge or fear. That's the two things that I've seen happen. One, we make our children so susceptible to fear that they react instead of act. And when they react out of fear, it causes more problems. In another case, we may keep them completely sheltered and they don't know how to act in the situation. The problem with both of those scenarios is that the child is the one left defenseless. We have a chore. And the chore is this. We need to be able to talk to our children from a proper perspective. What perspective is that? Not every cop is bad. This situation came about for multiple reasons, I would assume. Why would they have the gun? Why would they have it? We don't have a clue. How did they acquire it? Why were they speaking in the way they were speaking? Why is it that they did what they did? Why did they even have liquor in the car if there is a 17-year-old presence? Why would they have an open bottle? In all these questions? And it would be easy to say, you know what? The children and the children and the children and the children are wrong, and we could do that. But that's not the approach I want to ask us to take. We have a problem in our society where we're unwilling to have a difficult conversation. What's a difficult conversation? How to train our kids to operate in tense situations. In this situation, they encounter cops. Now, we all know that the going census is to act in a way that seems brave. In some cases, a little bit too verbose, scream, argue. What that does, it puts cops on edge. We have to learn how to operate in a more sensible way. This could have been avoided. It's a very tragic situation considering that, yes, it was a 17-year-old. And a 17-year-old, by any metric, being ended, his life being ended for whatever reason, is tragic. But situations like this can indeed be avoided if we would but take our time to understand that what we tell our kids is going to affect the way they behave. It's going to affect it. In fact, it will make it worse if we don't do the right thing by them. While we don't know what the situation was that led up to this, we do know what the outcome was. And the outcome is absolutely tragic. The comment section, I'll read a few lines for you so you can hear. What is the full story that causes officer to draw his gun? The police department said why the officer decided to do so. And they said, somebody said, oh, it was his skin color. We're going to be going down the lines of reasons that people are seeing this from. In the video, he said he just opened the door. I think it was a sacrifice to cause chaos in Indiana. Somebody said there were several guns in the car, to which people said That in itself is not a valid reason for an officer to kill a civilian. The problem with that premise is that you're dealing with kids, minors, and weaponry. And if we know anything about minors, is that they're not fully cognitive of the things they're doing. And a lot of them operate on emotions. So you can't say just random citizens is the reason that you can't do that. Someone said, heard there was a gun registered to one person. The gun was hidden. No guns were pulled on the police. Mayor said they found several guns. Any motion toward the weapon is enough. I don't think any motion towards a weapon happened here, though. I'm not actually sure, but I'm also not sure the gun even belonged to the kid that was shot. I don't like y'all at all. Still think this is slavery. Cops have reasons to draw draw guns these days. From what I know, they draw their guns for anything and everything. How is that helpful? How is it helpful? If I tell my child at any given time that all cops, I mean every last one of them, are out to kill him, and in the society we have today, you need to stand up for yourself and make sure that doesn't happen. What does that do to the cops when I do have my child encounter them? Now the police are on edge. Now the police are coming to me as a child with a thought process that I am aggressive. Once I'm aggressive, I have now put the cops on the back heel. Everything I do is suspect. Whereas if I told my child, listen, do your best to stay out of trouble. In the event that trouble finds you, carry yourself with self-control. Not every cop is out to get you, but they will react to certain behaviors that you offer them. They will find something, and you will have to be put in a position where you have to be the bigger person sometimes. But this is a reciprocal relationship. If you tell your children constantly that their skin color is the problem, that society is the problem, they will walk around with one massive chip on their shoulder, and they will never know how to operate around people who can actually have power over their life. In this instance, Axel lost his life more than likely due to the fact that the escalation of the system happened because of people in the car not knowing how to function around police officers. Why they had the weapons in the car, unknown to me. Why they would even think it would be something of a Second Amendment right to have, I don't know. Depends on the type of guns, we still don't know that. It depends on how many, we still don't know that. We know that they said there were a few. We don't know if they were registered. We don't know if they were illegal. We don't know any of that information. What do we do know? That it could be avoided. The parents are more than likely extremely upset at the situation. But for us, we have to start doing things differently. Let's say, for instance, all cops are indeed racists, and they're waiting for the first chance to strike anybody that has a slight shade of melanin to their skin. Let's say that's the case. Let's say they're looking for a reason, and sometimes they won't even have a reason to do it. Let's say that is the case. How do we proceed to tell our children to operate around that? Really, there isn't a way that we can do that if that's the truth. But I think we all can admit that that's not the truth. I think we can all by now assume and say with a measure of certainty above 90% that not all police officers are racist, and not all police officers are out to just shoot random people because. So we have to take that into the sense of logic and take that off the table. Not all cops are like that. So then we have to deal with the stuff that we can control, even if the first part was right. The second part we can control is this: our reaction, our children's reaction. Park the want to be the man in the situation where you want to stand up and be, how dare you, and how. Park it. That's not going to do you any good, and it's going to put the rest of the people that are around you in danger too. Deal with the problem in a position where you can actually get something done. More likely, court. The streets are not your courts. I want to listen to the beginning again for a very specific reason, because there is something being said by the kids and the cops in the background that I want to point out.
Don't kill him, please don't kill him. Hey, please don't kill him. Hey, get out. Hey, Iris, get out. Iris, get out. Iris, get out. Hey, don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Okay. He managed to get to the back seat to the girl, but for some reason, the front seat, that particular kid, he couldn't advise to get out. Remember, he said all he did was open the door. It doesn't seem to make sense that if one person just opened the door and firing happened, that he would be able to get to the back door to let somebody else out and not be shot himself. So right off the rip, you see that there is something not being said in the camera for the reasons of not being told. There must have been something that either happened before or is still happening that we're not privy to. But again, his answer of all he did was open the door is now making no sense based on what happened earlier on. Not only did he ask her to leave the car, he went up to the car to let her out. Let's watch again.
Hey, get out. Hey, Iris, get out. Iris, get out. Hey, don't kill him. Hey, Bryan, you good? Hey, he's good. He's good. Hey, he's good. Don't kill him, please. Don't kill him.
Don't reach for it. That's the place I wanted to stop right there. Don't reach for it. His friends, instead of advising their friend what to do, they were more emotionally driven and they could not function. That is a direct result of the inability of those over them to guide them through emotional states. That's our job. Our job is to guide them in places where they would not normally come to. Kids, if you're in a situation that your friends are doing something untoward when it comes to the law, whatever you do, please, for all that is holy, listen carefully to the instructions of the officer and do it. If you even believe that they are out to kill you, acting brave will not secure them not doing. In fact, it will 100% assure you that they will act the way you think they will. But in the off chance that you're wrong and you do indeed act by complying, you've just saved your own life. That's our job as parents, as adults, to teach the kids. The odd thing is this probably happens far more often than we want to admit. It may not always involve guns, but it involves behaviors. Cop pulls up and you decide that you want to fight and you start using volatile language like, kill me, kill me, kill me. I'll die before I'll die. You're not making the situation seem solvable to the police officer. In fact, you're solidifying to him that any action he takes, you're okay with. They go on, and we'll listen to this one other part here.
Don't kill him! Don't kill him, please! Don't kill him!
Did you hear that? Let's pack it up again. Drop your gun. Why would he say drop your gun? It's almost like they had just issued a warning, don't reach, And he probably did, because now they're saying, drop it. As a friend, the one thing he should never have done, ever, and I'm talking about the one screaming in the camera, is hyping up the situation, especially between both the cops and his friend, and not try to calm his friend down, encourage his friend to stand down. That didn't happen. More than likely because he was never told that that's the best option. He's learned from other people, more than likely his peers, who learn from adults who don't give a damn. And they say, nah, you gotta fight the system. They want you dead, man, because you brown. These cops have to go home too. Not all of them are good, I get it. But the ones that are good, that are put in this situation, are now traumatized from something that they had to do. All around, it's a bad situation. The parents of that child is now sick to their stomach because their son is gone. The friends had to witness their friends get killed. The police had to act in a way that would put somebody down. And the community now is on edge because they somehow believe that this is intentional because of race. Intentional. Was it? No proof. One, we don't have the body cam to see what's happening in front of the car, which is where the issue happened. But secondly, we don't have any context for what happened prior to the cops showing up for whatever reason they were called. And that could be a wide range of things. Everything from they were popping off shots in the air because they were drinking, thinking they were cool, and people heard and called the cops, to they were in the park and people saw them tipping bottles back and called the cops, or the area itself had a propensity for drug activity, gang activity, and people saw a car full of youth sitting there and they called the cops. The outcome is still sad regardless. A young life cut short, gone. Why? Two reasons. The inability for logic to supersede emotion, and two, the inability to make wise decisions about life. Both of those could be avoided if parents and guardians would do their job. Present, just be present. First of all, that's the first thing. It's not difficult. One, be present. But stop fear mongering your children too. We have this society now riddled with people who want to make everybody afraid of almost nothing without trying to help them with their emotions. So what ends up happening? You go out, your emotions take over, and the very first thing that you do is get angry. The anger turns into action, and the action is reciprocated. That's problematic.
Don't kill him, please! Please! Don't! Please! Fuck! He's good! Don't kill him! Fuck! Save him! Fuck! Save him! No! Don't kill him! 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 Don't kill him, please! Over here! Save him, we're straight. We don't do nothing. Over there. Bro, back up. Yes, sir. Like, don't kill him. Yes, sir. Bro, you're good. Just come over here. Just come over here. Bro, come over here. Come over here, bro. You're good. Come over here. Bro, you're good. Save him. Go save him. Come on. Don't let him bleed out. Don't let him bleed out. Don't let him bleed. Please don't let him bleed out. Go save him. Don't let him die. Please don't let him die, bro. Please. He's only 17. He's a kid, bro. He didn't even do nothing.
So let's talk about his friends, Axel's friends. They admit that there's alcohol in the car. Not the cops, not anybody in the comment section, his friends. How can you consider yourself that boy's friend by having around him alcohol at the age of 17? Not just do you have alcohol opened in public around a 17-year-old. There must have been something told to them, shown to them that that was okay. So they operate in a mindset that all of this should be allowed and should be fine. The problem is the law still exists. And when the law is broken, there are certain actions that you're incurring. Now you link alcohol with the presence of weapons. And I'm sorry to tell you, that's a very bad concoction. You've included a mind-altering substance, an emotion-altering substance, and all of this linked up with weapons. Come on. You're putting the cops in a bad situation. All around bad situation. One, they don't even know if you can understand what they're saying. They don't know if you're drunk out of your mind or you just had one drink. They have no clue. But their lives are also on the line.
They just shot at him. They just shot at him. They just shot at him. Go let him die, bro. Bro, don't let him die. They just shot at him from right. He tried running, bro. David, you got him. Why? Why'd you have to do that to him? Like, why? Stay in there with him. Stay here with him. Bro, why'd you have to do that to him? He's only 17. He's only... Bro, he literally got out the car and they shot at him randomly. I swear to God.
And your friends are not being honest with the cops. I want to go back to the comment section because there is one that I think it needs to be addressed. Okay? The statement is this: I hope this night haunts that cop to the point of miserable insanity for the rest of his life. I'm so sick of this, of seeing unnecessary police shootings, especially on youth. He needs his badge taken because this is not serving and protecting by no means. He needs reprimanded equivalency to what a citizen would get for doing the same to him. This is beyond disgusting. Someone said, didn't know you were there. I'm sure they just shot him for no reason. Someone said, no, I agree with her. I can't stop crying for this child because that's what he was, only 17. The mindset of the adults in the comment section, though, is the problem. You don't think the cops are already going to have that? I think, well, here's the other thing. I think we put cops in these superhuman mindsets. They either are Roger Ramjet or they're absolute cowards and sissies. And in neither case do we consider that what they do might actually haunt them because it's not something that they're actually used to doing. In fact, I would probably even go on a limb to probably say that the amount of cops with multiple killings under their belt is probably pretty low. But let's take this police officer for it. Just say it was one of them. You encounter an incident with a kid in the car. You see something that the rest of us don't see. And you begin to say, drop it, don't reach, don't reach. The individual decides to do the complete opposite of what you've requested. You can tell that this is a kid. Now you are stuck with a decision to make. Do I act and do something, or do I wait? Now, waiting could result in my death now, and not only mine, but other people's as well. Overreacting could result in the kid's death. Now he's in a rock and a hard place. Now the kid does something that requires action, and the police officer takes the shot. Now he's watching a 17-year-old in a car bleed to death from his hand. Do you think all cops just watch it and say, phew, good, I'm glad he's gone. That's one less person to deal with? You think that's really what they do? I've seen a few police videos where cops do it and they have to quit because they cannot handle it. It's too much. They are devastated to the point where they cannot function. Some go into absolute mental chaos where they can't even work in any job. Like I said, it's tragic all the way around. But as a community, we need to do better. We cannot put all the onus on the cops. We have to take responsibility for the things we tell our children. What we tell them, they will act on. You tell a kid that a dog will always bite you, they'll be perpetually afraid of dogs or they'll want to kill dogs. You tell them, though, a dog will react to what you give them. They approach dogs completely different. So why would that work when it comes to animals, but it won't work with adults? How you treat somebody is usually reciprocated. So the cops pull up, ask you what you're doing in the car, but you're respectful. You might be doing something absolutely wrong, but that would be the one time that you probably need to be the most respectful so that at least you can get some sort of a, hey, you know what? Just dumb kids doing dumb stuff, and I can't fault them. They're not trying to be belligerent. I can let them off with a warning. I can take the alcohol and I tell them, y'all don't need to do this. But I approach the car and I smell and see the alcohol. And they become belligerent, asking why and why and why. All of a sudden, I've now placed them in a category of troublemaker, of trouble, belligerence, fighting, and I have to now be on edge that they might do something even more crazy. Now you introduce, after that, guns. It's over. It's done. That's it. It's over. As parents, we got to do more. We got to be able to weed through emotions and tell them, our children, that is, one, don't get into these situations at all. Or two, if you are, be the one that sets the tone for calm. That's it. Just be the one that sets the tone for calm. And even if you did do wrong, you might find yourself in a place where, you know what, they can give you some breaks. I've seen it happen. I've seen what respect can get you. Respect can actually get you out of trouble a lot of times. You ever get pulled over? You know you were speeding? Like, you, man, look, you saw the cop. You were going 68 in a 60. You know you were speeding, right? And you are breaking this one corner and you see him, but you don't get to the brakes in time. But you also think, if I smash the brake after I see him, he gonna know that too. So you try to just let off the gas and try and cruise down to a reasonable speed. It's too late though, he saw you. Now you got a choice to make when he pulls you over, right? You can be the idiot that says, what do you want? Why are you pulling me over? Knowing full well why he pulled you over. Or you can be the person that says, okay, yes, I was speeding. I don't have an excuse for it. It could have been bad. I'm sorry. If a ticket's necessary, a ticket's necessary. Here's my license. Here's my registration. Make your decision. We have the ability to diffuse a lot. Make some people's lives a little easier. If you know you did wrong, you did wrong. It's okay. You got caught. You got caught, man. You got caught. Many of us probably speed without being caught. Okay, let's just be honest. Some of us probably go 68, 67 in a 60, or 65 in a 60, 66 in a 60. You know, just enough to say that's a margin of error the cops will let go. So I'll push it a little more. We all have done that, right? So if the cop pulls you over at 65 miles an hour in a 60, does he have the right to give you a ticket? Of course, because the speed limit is 60. You were going 65. You might consider it trivial. And then you tell him, a ticket? I was only 5 miles. You see, then now you just did the wrong thing. You escalated it. Instead of saying, yep, 65 and a 6, that is over the speed limit. I'll take the ticket. I'll be more mindful. Thank you, officer. Take the ticket, go pay the ticket, go about your way. These kids didn't get that chance because I'm pretty sure if our body cam shows up, we might see maybe some mouthing off a little bit. Might. And there might have been more happening in the front seat that the camera didn't catch. But the moral of the story isn't don't get shot. That's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is treat your children as though they should be able to understand you. So you talk to them as though they can. Son, daughter, there are situations in this world that you can either act one way or another that will make or break your life. The cops are one of those. Not all are bad, not all are good. But since you don't know, you have to behave in a manner that is self-preserving. And in an instant, if things don't go the way that they should go while being self-preserving the right way, you've not, and I told my kids this too, I can't defend you in the school if you go and mouth off to the teacher. If I come to school one day and I hear you just going ham, I can't defend you. I heard what you did. I don't really care what happened before. At that point, I need to know why you're going off like this. Now, if on the other hand, I get there and you say, Dad, this is what happened. I didn't lose my cool. I just stated some things and they still sent me to the office. I can now know I can defend my child from whatever because they didn't do anything untoward. Axel isn't here anymore. His friends have to go on without him. His parents have to go on without him. The community has to go on without him. It's a huge loss for them. But it probably could have been avoided. I don't want anybody to feel like we're trying to chastise you, but we have to say it. we got to say we got to do better. This kid's life could have been helped out of the situation. We'll play the beginning one more time so you can hear exactly what took place.
Don't kill him, please don't kill him. Hey, please don't kill him. Hey, get out. Hey, Iris, get out. Iris, get out. Iris, get out. Hey, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Hey, Bryan, you good? Hey, he's good. He's good. Hey, he's good. Don't kill him, please. Don't kill him. Please. Don't kill him. Don't kill him, please. Please. Fuck! He's good! Don't kill him! Fuck!
Save him, don't kill him. My heart does hurt for things like this. It does. I can hear the pain in their voice. I understand that they're losing their friend. They lost their friend. And it's almost like they cannot make the bridge to what just took place and what their accountability part was in this. I don't think they actually can. Because again, I don't think they were actually shown how to handle the situation. But Axel is gone. His parents now have to move on without him and find a way to make this work. When we get more information, when we get more details about the case, we will let you know. When we hear exactly what led up to this, if we find more body cam, we will react to that as well and give you an update. If there's something that comes up that does indeed exonerate the kid or even criminalizes, the cop will let you know. All of it will let you know. But in the meantime, we have to go by what we've seen, and what we saw wasn't a whole lot, except for what was said. And it sounds like he did indeed have either access to, was near to, or reached for a weapon. We need to do better. Take a gander at this commercial. We interrupt your daily program to tell you about our new channel, In Plain Sight. Please make sure you go over and subscribe. It's about police interactions, body cam, dash cam, you name it, all of it. And we give our honest take about it too. And as usual, you'll get a life lesson out of it. So please give us a like, comment,